areas, it was our intent, once the plan was adopted, to then, as a staff, take some time to figure out what we did well during this process for updating the comprehensive plan, especially when it came to community outreach and engagement, and what type of activities we need to do and really to get some comprehensive and in-depth feedback from the community, and then shape a planning process specifically for these area plans, or in the case of Jefferson and Warwick, our corridor plans. What ended up happening is that the Denby-Warwick area plan came to the forefront, and we were actually able to identify funding for that document and hire a consultant. So we're actually going to let the consultant do the heavy lifting. They are in the process of developing a work plan, and then it is our intent, as long as that work plan works well during the process, to use that same general framework as we go forward with the others. But the bottom line is that there is a public or community engagement and outreach strategy that is required, that they have to develop. They have to let us know all the different ways that they're going to go out into the communities, that community that is within the boundaries of our study area, and how they're going to not only inform, because there are people who won't be interested in participating but still want to know what's going on, and then as well as to engage those people who want to be a part of the process. How is that going to happen? So that will be clearly laid out, and that will be presented to the public. We will have different community workshops, and we will have regular meetings. We'll be establishing a citizen advisory committee specifically for that area plan. And that is our intent with each of the opportunity areas, that we establish a citizen advisory committee that is comprised of the representatives from that specific area. So the residents, the business owners, the property owners, if we have faith-based organizations, nonprofits, whoever is in that community that has an interest in, you know, what is going on now and what could happen in the future, they're going to have the opportunity to have a say in that process and be a part of that process.
With the park, specifically, if you're doing something in a park, is that just for a neighborhood, or is the whole community going to be allowed to participate from one end of Newport News to the other?
Well, if we're talking specifically about City Farm, I think that'll probably be a process that's going to be open citywide. I think there are other opportunity areas that may have green space or community facilities that are more of a neighborhood type of amenity, and probably we would be more interested in having the people who actually live there, use those facilities on a regular basis, really helping form the vision for them. So for example, King Lincoln Park is one. Even though we hope it's an asset in the future that's going to draw people from all over the place, we know that it's a cherished asset for that community. That really is their one and only green space, and it is their one and only access point to the water. And it has a very long history, a very meaningful history to the community. So right now they're working on shaping that vision of how that park continues to develop and be invested in moving forward.